Hey, what's up? So you know how most people hate Christianity because Christians are like, "Oh, you're going to hell. You're gay, you're a fag, you're a prostitute, commit adultery, blah 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 blah." And like the Duck Dynasty guy, Phil, he did not quote the whole Bible. Once again, as the Grok shows us, he quotes 1 Corinthians 6 and saying, you know, didn't you know that um, effeminates can't get into heaven, which means gay and prostitutes and this and that. But he forgot to quote the second part, which said, "But know this, that ye are sanctified in the Lord Jesus Christ." So pretty much that means even if you are all that stuff and you believe in Jesus, you'll still be saved. Isn't that good news? Isn't that kind of awesome? And also good news is Acts 16:31, which says, "And then they said, Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved, and thy house." That means you could save your family just because you believe it, because thy house means your relatives. I don't know if it means your friends and relatives, but it means your relatives for the most part. So just because one person in your family believes in Jesus, does that save your whole house? I think that's kind of, hopefully. I mean, I grew up Jewish. Barely any of my family is Christian. And yet we have evidence proving that the Bible is actually very accurate. Some other good news is Revelation 7:3, saying, "Hurt not the earth, nor the trees, nor the oceans, until we have sealed the servants of our God on their foreheads." So does that mean we get to leave before a big catastrophe, or like exactly during? Or if we are exploded, will Jesus just not let us feel pain? Because like at what point are we going to explode and feel pain? Because that's all I really fear. I don't fear death. Most people just fear pain. But anyway, I mean, I think it's no coincidence that the Mayans worshipped a white guy with a beard named Quetzalcoatl, and he pretty much gave them their whole civilization, just like Jesus. Strange part is he was supposed to return 1844, just like Jesus. So that's also a weird synchronicity. Completely different calculations said Quetzalcoatl and Jesus will return 1844. So there's a huge similarity between Mayans and the Christians. Not to mention that the Egyptian pyramid is the same exact perimeter as the Mayan pyramid of the sun. It's all one religion. We're all of the same religion, and cultures want to make you think they're all different gods just because they have different names. Different names for the same god. So anyway, the Mayan pyramids, most of them are aligned with the Pleiades. Isn't that a coincidence? Or is the Croc's right? The Mayans are aligning their pyramids towards heaven, the 7 stars in Jesus' right hand. And in the book of Job, they talk about, "Canst thou bind the sweet influences of the Pleiades?" And the Grox takes that as it is heaven up there. I think it's very interesting. The Mayans, that was their main constellation, was the Pleiades. And then Jesus just happens to have the 7 stars in his right hand. I mean, it's all converging right now. There's a huge deception, just like 2 Thessalonians 2:11 says, and now we're all waking up, just like they said we would. But anyway, so of course I'm going to be cliche, talk about gun rights one more time. Jesus and guns, woo! Anyway, if you're not a vegetarian, then you have no right to tell someone else that they can't kill an evil human being. So it's okay for you to eat a cheeseburger from an innocent, peaceful cow, but it's not okay for you to kill someone has evil intent and is pointing a gun at your wife's face, or your kid's face, or your dog's face. It's evil to shoot that person, really? Because Gandhi doesn't agree with that. MLK Jr. doesn't agree with that. Oh, and let's see, the Dalai Lama said if you have a gun and someone else has a gun and is trying to shoot you, it would be okay to shoot back at them. I mean, those are the main peacekeepers of all time hate gun control. Big coincidence, huh? So anyway, yeah. If you want to not be a vegetarian, if you want to eat innocent animals, which I do too, for the preservation of life, because I can't survive off leaves, and well, not yet at least. But you're bad, but you don't want to, attack an assailant. Then you got your priorities messed up. There's plenty plenty of shittier human beings out there than there are evil animals. In fact, most animals aren't evil. They're just hungry. Anyway, by the way, it's snowing in Texas. Well, how did I do that? It was pretty much snowing. Got icicles everywhere. I'd sit in my car for 20 minutes, let that stuff melt off because I'm a Texan and don't have an ice scraper. But, you know, we're surviving. I honestly feel sorry for the animals more. But anyway, so much for that global warming, huh, Al Gore?